Why you got women's deodorant in here though? Why you got women's deodorant?
Oh dang, I would hate this. I would hate this.
Bubble wrap his seats. Dang,
God.
in your car.
Y'all so savage, bro.
Dedication, spend your time wisely. Yeah, I know it's hard, but you gotta do it like Nike. Them benefits are lovely, that trophy mighty shiny. Shout out to that Mav, nappy boy, and even wifey. Ooh. God first, God bless. You ain't know, you ain't know. God first, God bless. You ain't know.
Good morning, Maverick fam. I'm tired. Getting out of bed this morning was difficult, to say the least. Right now I'm cleaning my room because it's a hot mess. I have laundry that I need to put away, but I think I'm gonna do that when I get back from Booty Bar, when I watch everything that I need to watch. Pretty Little Liars, Famous in Love, Teen Mom OG. I had to make all that happen. And I also need to record. So today's gonna be a day of cleaning and recording. Justice did the downstairs yesterday, which was super helpful. I just gotta do my room. I did the boutique. I literally just have to do my room. So that'll be easy because I could watch TV, I could work and clean my room at the same time. But first, I had to go to Booty Bar. As much as I don't want to, I need to go. I need to stay consistent with my workouts. I do better when I'm consistently working out, so that's what I need to do. So I'm just trying to straighten up like a little bit. Like I'm at least gonna make my bed and like make sure there's not a whole bunch of crap all over the floor. And then I'm gonna move forward. It's just such a crazy week. And Val has like rehearsal this evening, but what I've learned through the competitions is that like once they've practiced, they can go. And because she's the youngest team, we don't stay there as long. So I think we can go, hopefully get it done. And then her and I can just meet up with everybody else at church. So that's what I want to be able to do. We'll see how the day goes. Right now I need to like brush my teeth and get situated. But yeah, should be a good day. Gotta wake up.
Maverick fam, y'all know what I mean. Checking in, quick gym run. Just checking in with y'all. I spent the whole first part of my day adulting and it sucks, man. My dang phone broke on me. The screen won't work and it's 2 days before the S8 drops and I want that. So if it just could have lasted 2 more days, it would have worked. But, well no, I probably would have needed one to trade in anyway. So I had to spend some time at Verizon and then I had to file a claim. So I'm getting the new one sent out. But I'm doing that literally for a day to get the new one. So hit the gym. Check in with y'all later. All right, man, I'm running a little late. It was weird coming to church without wifey. Wifey had to handle some stuff with Lavelle's dance, so she just wasn't here. Things go way smoother when she's here, but I'm gonna be behind the scenes all service. So maybe I'll vlog some of that, let y'all see what it looks like behind the scenes at our church. I put it on Snapchat before, so hey. So if y'all follow your boy on Snapchat and IG, you've seen it, but gotta show the daily dosers as well.
All right, y'all. They're bad influences. Supposed to be listening to the word of Jesus, but instead,
I'm back here with you.
I did pull Dave out, but we are about to go prank Fabian. Fabian is one of our friends that we know in the U, and he basically shaded my man Lucas.
Shaded him.
Lucas wanted to go to Sonic.
And we didn't talk about politics.
Nicole.
Did you sign in?
No.
Did you sign in?
I did.
Not. Yo, this camera's so nice. Yo, iPhone 7 cameras are where it's at, bro. About to go prank Fabian because my man Lucas here wanted to go to Sonic. Wanted to go. Fabian was like, nah, ninja. We ain't going to no dang Sonic.
I'm gonna go scoop up my chick.
But he went to go pick up his girlfriend and he took her to Sonic.
Disrespectful.
Which, I mean, that's not really a big deal, but Lucas is sensitive, so it hurt his feelings.
He got long arms.
That he didn't go to Sonic. So this is his payback. I think this is a little extreme. I wouldn't fart bomb nobody's car.
And then his chick got to get in
Yeah,
the
she got to get in the whip
that's
too.
Even worse.
Oh man, that's gonna be horrible. But hey, y'all making for a good Daily Dose episode, so I appreciate it. You know, rep it. Why doesn't the video have the camera flip button? Dang, it's just open too. Ooh, dang.
Oh.
Nah, don't be nice. Throw all
I'm
up in
not
and
gonna be
stick
nice.
shit in the vents. All in there.
Why you got women's deodorant in here though? Why you got women's deodorant?
Oh dang, I would hate this. I would hate this.
Bubble wrapping seats. Dang,
God.
in your car.
Y'all so savage, bro. I would hate this.
I'm just curious why you got like women's. Why you got women's?
He's talking about women's deodorant.
You got deodorant in there, man.
Hey, sometimes it works better than men's deodorant.
I guess if you sensitive, it's for the sensitive one.
They gonna melt everywhere. Ooh. Nah, see, Ben's nice though. Ben's too nice. He just need to get the bag and sprinkle it everywhere. Just sprinkle them. Just sprinkle them everywhere.
Bruh, they about to do them though, man.
Dang, fam.
Oh, I'd be lit, dude. I'd be lit after this.
You got the police over there watching, vandalizing somebody's property. I'll be like, nah, this is my car, man.
I'm doing this in my car.
Woo-wee. All right, far bomb time? You doing it in the trunk? Or what?
Yeah, it's right here. All right, you ready, Ben?
Wait, hold up.
Oh, he got bubble wrap still.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'd be pissed if this was my car. Let me tell you that.
Hurry up, Ben.
Nope.
Police are coming.
Yeah, these two black guys out here do play that.
You're after somebody else.
How you know?
Because they're walking around over there somewhere.
All right, you want to record this?
Oh, let me get a bit.
Oh, no, you gotta throw it in the front, dude.
You should have hit it underneath all the confetti, bro.
Man, that's really bad stink. No, it explodes everywhere. Watch.
Does it really blow up?
Yeah.
How long will it
Bro,
take?
this car better not blow up at the same time.
It's supposed to blow up. Bro, if it don't blow up, I'm about to be hurt.
Oh!
Oh yeah, it's game over.
Oh,
Oh look at the look.
Yeah, see, it's like, bro.
Oh, it's game over, dude.
Oh, man.
it's in his carpet. He's
over.
done.
Dude, just open the door for like 2 seconds and take.
Those are
away
that
from-
bad?
You want to smell it? You ready? Just
Don't
smell
open that. That's just gonna let too much out.
Just smell it.
All right, open the door. Oh!
I didn't even smell it.
Hey, lock the door. Lock the door.
Oh!
Lock the door.
Ooh! Ooh, that's not pleasant. That's not pleasant, yo.
Y'all played here.
I'm sorry,
Don't
Fabian.
ever play yourself.
I'll take it.
Sorry that.
Don't ever finesse me out some Sonic again, bro.
Dang.
Cows before gals, homie.
And Fabian don't know who he messing with when he brings the older generation. Especially you and me. Yeah, especially me and Ben. He don't understand the levels that we've
R.I.P.
gone in the past.
R.I.P. Fabian, man.
This wall I want to talk about is your feels. Okay, how many of y'all like to get into your feels sometimes? Tonight I'm going to talk to you about how we got to get out of our feels. Yeah. You see, it's this question that we ask: how can I believe in God if I don't always feel Him? How can I believe in God if I don't always feel Him? So look at the person next to you. Tell them, get out of your feels. Let's pray. And so the question I want to pose tonight is, why do we base the existence of God or the presence of God on whether or not we feel Him or on our feelings? Yeah. I mean, think about it for a second. The earth, it spins pretty fast. It spins in a full circle every 24 hours, and every year it spins all the way around the sun. It makes a whole rotation, so it's actually, in the grand scheme of things, it's moving. The earth is moving really fast. But hold on. It feels still. And what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to get at is that we can't always trust our feelings. We can't always trust what our feelings tell us. God is our creator, and He did indeed create us with feelings and emotions. But just because we have them doesn't mean that that is the only way He's going to reveal Himself, is for us to feel Him. I mean, because we would turn into roller coaster type Christians. Those people, they're up and then they're down. And then they're up and they're down, they're up and they're down. It's like, I'm on fire for God, I love Jesus, woo! This church is awesome. And then like a week later, you're like, I don't feel God, I don't feel like He loves me, and all this stuff happened to me. It's like, but see, here's the key, is that God wants us to use faith. Yeah! God wants us to use faith. Because here's the deal. If you always felt God, then you wouldn't need faith. If you always felt God, then you wouldn't need faith. The Bible says this, and it is impossible to please God without faith. Anyone who wants to come to Him must believe that God exists, and He rewards those who sincerely seek Him. 2 Corinthians 5:7 says, For we walk by faith and not by sight. Again, we read the story about Thomas earlier, and Jesus said to Thomas in John chapter 20, don't be faithless any longer, but believe. Now I know that this whole faith thing, this faith idea seems kind of complicated. It's like, yeah, we have faith, but I can't really explain what it is. And it doesn't really make sense to me. Well, I heard it put this way, is that faith is taking God at His word. Faith is taking God at His word. There's a great story in Luke chapter 7 about a Roman soldier. A centurion is what the Bible calls him. He's a leader of some Roman soldiers. And this centurion, this Roman soldier, had a servant. He was like main servant, his main man. This guy who was high up in his rankings was really sick and dying. And so he sent some servants out to meet Jesus to tell him, hey, our master's servant is dying. Can you come and heal him? And so Jesus says, yeah, let's go. Let's go, I'll pray for him, I'll heal him. But the servants say, hold on. Our master said you don't even need to come. Just say the word, and he will be healed. And then Jesus was shocked. He said, I've never seen such great faith in all the land. And sure enough, as soon as Jesus said the word, it was confirmed later that servant was healed.
Dang.
No.
They got you,
If Ben was involved in this.
Oh!
What happened? Oh, that stinks, bro. You just got finesse, Fabian. Don't ever finesse me again, bro.
Oh, and Fabian don't watch Daily Dose, so he ain't never gonna know. Are you Mrs. Fabian?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He didn't do it. I didn't do it.
I'm telling you the truth.
I know who did it.
I know who did it.
I know
Who did it?
for a small fee. How's it feel? You're gonna have to ride home in that.
Your mother is going to. That's I didn't do that.
Oh.
Thomas did it?
Your mom is.
Thomas, you did it?
Another one. You did it, Thomas? Thomas! Why'd you do it? I hate you guys so much. Why'd you do it? I hate you guys so much.
You savage.
Thomas, you did it, Thomas! Your brother's gonna beat you?
Thomas.
How am I gonna do all this?
Daniel, bro, I'm gonna get my butt whooped.
That's all you, man. I don't know. We don't know what you're talking about.
No, it was all you, because I saw you come inside.
So, just because we came inside? Just because we came inside means what?
Right now!
You better get him.
Oh!
Hey!
Oh!
Unlock the car!
Beat down!
Get him!
Beat down!
Unlock the car! Unlock it!
Do we know for a fact it was him?
Well, you're cleaning the car.
What the heck? Alright, you wanna know who did it straight up? Ben and Lucas.
Oh, what did you say? What did he just say?
Go
Well, where's
on.
Ben? Heck no.
I don't know where Ben is. How mad are you on a scale of like 1 to 10?
11.
Oh, jeez. He done broke the scale. It smells bad.
Oh my goodness.
I can't even stand right there, dude.
Wait, Jesus didn't bless that.
That's nasty. Oh, whoa.
Oh.
I got a whiff of that.
If you had to sum up your feelings in a dance move, what would it be?
I'm about to hit the folk so hard,
Let me
bro,
see.
on everybody.
Let me see. Hit it. Hit it for me. I'll make the screen shake when I edit it too.
Shut your mouth.
It'll look dope.
We're not in church. We're in church grounds. Hey,
Dang.
if anything, just turn on the air conditioner,
All right.
roll down auto.
Good luck with that, man.
Why would you do that? You live in the same house, you idiot.
I'm out.
All right. Tori and Morgan have $75,000 in their bank. They got voted into elimination like I said they would on Beyond the Screen. So we're going to see what happens. This was my double steal prediction, so we're going to see if I'm right.
Remember, your bank of $75,000 is on the line. Tori, you go first.
Hi.
Hey.
I think it's pretty obvious that we have a super rocky past, but whatever you decide to do is fine. But that's, dude, whatever you decide to do is fine, but I'm never gonna hit steal, ever.
Morgan?
I'd 98% believe you on that. There definitely has been some trust and honesty issues. The fact that you began dating my roommate, I gave you every opportunity in the world to just talk to me about it.
Yeah.
and I wouldn't have been upset if you just were more honest with me, which is what this comes down to.
Well, let's find out exactly where this relationship stands. Morgan and Tori, it's time to make the choice. Reveal your answers now.
I think you cannot trust Tori at all. She's proven that time and time again throughout this game. I think there is a strong argument one of them is going to steal.
Ah, boo.
All right, Tori and Morgan, you both chose share.
You fell for it. Vote for Medusa. Moving forward with Tori, I don't want there to be any resentment or regret, just a solid, open, honest relationship.
You both confirm to each other and the house that you believe in each other and that you're a strong, perfect match.
I mean, I guess. Like, you did. See on the screen, links in the description if you care to hear how I feel about
So I'm very proud of myself.
this.
Are you proud?
Peeps, I kind of fluffed up, man. I didn't vlog at church, but I wanted to. I just had a lot going on. I had to training someone new, and then I had to go back and I went to check on things at the U because I'm in charge of like the hosting team, and so I was making sure that was going all right, which it was. And then I had to go back, and in the midst I was just so busy talking to people and doing stuff I didn't show y'all. Follow me on Snap and Instagram, you'll see pictures, and then maybe next week I don't forget like a butthole. Got some books, figured I'd show y'all. I think they're all public speaking books. If you've been following me for any amount of time and seen my book, Behavior Habits, you already know. Ooh, that'd be a good little, you know what? That'll be a good nugget for y'all. I'll show you guys how I read real quick on the spot. What do we have? Talk, the 9 public speaking secrets. Basically a TED Talks book. I feel like I have that already. The surprising truth about moving others, or to sell humans. Book on sales. I think it's from selling from stage though. The storytellers from TED speakers to business legends. TED Talks, the official TED guide to public speaking. Will I have a TED Talk one day? That might be dope. The quick and easy way to effective speaking. So what I do is I find one book that looks dope, TED Talk storytelling, and I buy all of the related books. How to design TED Talks. As you can see, there is one book suggested about TED Talks. And then I click the 3 that they suggest, and then I might click on one of those and click the 3 that they suggest. As you can see, they kept suggesting these TED Talk books. That's not like a goal of mine. I'm not like trying to get a TED Talk. I haven't seen a whole lot of TED Talks. Obviously, I know what it is, and there's some good speakers on there, so why not learn from them? In this box, the Challenger Sale, taking control of the customer conversation. Forgot where I was reading, watching something, and that motivated me to get, I think I was going through a product and that was mentioned or something. And then lastly, we have the art of the pitch and pitch anything. There it is. All right, so let's pick one of these and I'll show you guys really quickly like the process I go through when I'm reading. It allows me to read quickly. Cause like I told you guys, I don't read like every sentence of a book. Okay, so one of the thicker ones is Talk Like TED. So let's do this one. Try and do this very quickly. It's late, your boy tired. Wifey probably waiting for me upstairs. She just told her I had to do my last outro clip. Mine until I'd be down here forever, so. All right, Talk Like TED. I like to read the front of the book and then the back of the book just to get an idea of what it's about. Talk Like TED, the 9 public speaking secrets of the world's top minds. All right, so I know the context. I'm going in here looking for 9 public speaking secrets. And I'm pretty sure a book like this will have them like 9 chapters or something like that. Sometimes I'll read the back too. If you're really struggling to believe the book, you should read the more about what the author's about. They'll tell you like how many degrees or whatever they have. I typically don't need all that, but you can read that if you need that. And then the back, if you need more understanding, I'm not gonna waste it with this book. I feel like I already know what it is. I get it. So then I'll go straight to the table of contents. Okay, so we have, yep, exactly how I should have said it. So I was like, they're probably gonna break it into like parts, like part 1, 2, and 3, and there'll probably be like 3 tips within each. The more you read, and anyone that's read a lot will tell you this, a lot of the books are laid out the same. So this is not unique by any means, but part 1 says emotional, all right? So I guess that's the emotional aspects of public speaking. Part 2 is novel. I'm guessing that might be storytelling or something, I don't know. And then 3 is memorable. The table of contents will basically tell you what the book's about too. So most times, sometimes they use like weird titles and funny titles and it doesn't really tell you much, but I feel like this does. So under part 1, emotional, chapter 1 says unleash the master within. Chapter 2 is master the art of storytelling. Okay, so we know storytelling is important. 3 is have a conversation. Okay, I don't really know what unleash the master within means, but I do know that in public speaking, storytelling is important. And then to have a conversation with the audience. Good to know. In part 2, teach me something new. Okay, I'll have to skim through that to know why, but teaching them something new is important. Deliver jaw-dropping moments. Okay, and then lighten up. Maybe that means not to be so serious, but we'll see. Okay, taking notes. 3, stick to the 18-minute rule. This is in part 3, memorable. So chapter 7 is secret number 7 is stick to the 18-minute rule. Should I not go over 18 minutes? Should all my presentations be 18 minutes? It's good to know. Number 8, paint a mental picture with multi-sensory experiences. Ooh. So when I'm telling them stuff, should I include taste? You know, when I'm describing situations, you know, talk about how something felt, how it tasted, what I saw, the details, what did I hear? Probably help them see things clearer. And then stay in your lane. That's secret number 9. So cool. We can go to, let's start with the beginning, right? So we'll go to number 1. And then I like to see if when it's really easy. Sometimes I'll read the introduction. When I started, I used to read a lot of the introductions. I'm finding that I skip the introductions more and more. But I'll at least like flip through. Oh, it looks like this introduction though, looks like it breaks down the 3 parts in it. So actually I'm gonna read this part of the introduction. Talk Like TED is divided into 3 parts, each revealing 3 components of an inspiring presentation. The most engaging presentations are emotional, they touch my heart, novel, they teach me something new, and memorable, they present content in ways I'll never forget. It's a nugget right there, good to know. And then there's little breakdowns on emotional, novel, and memorable. I might skim through these real quick. To be honest, I ain't even read every second of this or every line of this. I just skimmed through the emotional, novel, and memorable, and some good stuff. So it's important to be passionate and try to emotionally attach, you know, pulling up the strings of the hearts of the people you're talking to. You'll learn about new research that shows how stories actually sync your mind to those of your audience, allowing you to create far deeper and more meaningful connections than you ever experience. So the stories, using stories and speaking publicly, that helps you get people emotionally. The novel, which I thought was talking about storytelling, is actually talking about being unique, all right? And the importance of doing that, and that's the easiest way to get people to remember you. It says, in chapter 4, we explore how the greatest TED presenters engage their audience with new information or a unique approach to an area or study. Chapter 5 is about delivering jaw-dropping moments, highlighting those speakers who carefully, consciously design and deliver wow moments that audiences are still talking about years later, okay? So if I was to just read these, and let's do this last one and then we'll go to it. Memorable. I feel like this is written weird. You may have novel ideas, but if your audience cannot recall what you said, crap, I told you on my camera's acting up. I have no clue where it cut off, but basically, after skimming through the emotional, novel, and memorable, and we're gonna put together a talk right now, like it had to be due tomorrow, I already got nuggets, right? I wouldn't be fully equipped if I would have to skim through more of this to have super details, but I picked up some huge nuggets. I know for sure I would try to do it around 18 minutes, okay? Because under the memorable section, it says, I know that's one of the laws, or one of the secrets that they have. It says in chapter 7, I explore why the 18-minute TED presentation is the ideal length of time to get your point across. And yes, there's science that backs it up. I'm sure if I read, I'll get the science, but I don't have time for that. I just know that it works. And then let's say if I was in a hurry and I'm like, why the fluff would I take this guy's word on their science behind the 18-minute rule? I mean, I could look here in the back and it says, you know, former anchor and correspondent for CNN, CBS. He's worked with executives at Intel, Cisco, Chevron, HP, Coca-Cola. These are some huge brands that do a lot of research on the people they hire, have big budgets, have big brands that they don't want to risk. They've done their research on this guy. So if they put a lot of money into this dude, probably knows at least a little bit of what he's talking about. So I can trust him on the 18-minute rule. And if I wanted to, I could dig into the details. So I know I'd have an 18-minute presentation. I know I'd include as many stories in it as I possibly can. I know that I would, in those stories, I try to use as many senses as I can as I'm describing it. I would try to have at least one big wow moment. Before reading that, I didn't know how to craft a great talk. And now I at least have the shell of it. And before I picked up this book, and what has been 5 minutes literally, if I just, you know, let's say you had a school presentation, y'all know to include that now. And that's huge right there. And we got those nuggets in 5 minutes. So if I were to put this book down for today, that's huge. I got some really good nuggets out of that. And then maybe I pick it up tomorrow and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper. So maybe, let me go to the table of contents, and I wanna know why the 18-minute rule is what it is. Well, then I can jump straight to it. And hopefully my camera doesn't act up, so y'all can see me do this in real time with little editing here. So you had no idea, so I'm gonna skim. Why do you think 18-minute rule works so well? I asked Smith. 18-minute rule is critical to 18 minutes. Secret number 6 is 18-minute rule. 18 minutes is the ideal length of time for presentation. If you must create one that's longer, build in soft breaks. Stories, videos, demonstrations every 10 minutes. Ooh, that's huge. So let's say you read that and you're like, crap, I have to fill 30 minutes or I have to do that. Every 10 minutes, have a story, have a video, have some sort of demonstration. That's dope. Why it works. Researchers have discovered that cognitive backlog, too much information, prevents the successful transmission of ideas. And 18 minutes is long enough to be serious and short enough to hold people's attention. It turns out that this length also works incredibly well online. It's the length of a coffee break. So you watch a great talk and forward the link to 2 or 3 friends. It can go viral very easily. The 18-minute length also works like the way Twitter focuses people to be disciplined in what they write. By focusing speakers who are used to going for 45 minutes to bring it down to 18, you get them to really think about what they want to say. What is the key point they want to communicate? Okay, I'm already thinking with my YouTube videos, maybe we should have some 18-minute YouTube videos, maybe because some of them are a little bit longer. Maybe these daily dose episodes need to be 18 minutes. Listening is draining. So then I like to read like headlines, like big headlines. Listening is draining. That's just a reminder. I mean, I'm sure I've experienced that, but it's just a reminder. So I might like skim through just to like see what they hold on to why they say listening is draining, but it's like, I get that. The longer the presentation, the more the listener has to organize, comprehend, and remember. The burden increases along with the listener's anxiety. They become increasingly frustrated, even angry. King says the bulk of current research into memory processing suggests that it's better to study content on 2 or 3 occasions for a short period of time instead of spending an entire evening cramming. Juice, I hope you didn't edit that just so you could see that I was just like talking. I skipped all of this. And what I do is I go by these little paragraphs, like where it's indented, and I read the first couple sentences to see if something like stands out to me. And as I did that, the longer the presentation, the more the listener, like that drew me in. I was like, all right, that sounds like a nugget. The rest of them said like, King says. I don't even know who the fluff King is, but I was looking for something more interesting. So bam, now I know the 18-minute rule is not too long. It's not too short. The brain is an energy hog. That's you know, so if I want to, learning can be drained. The average adult human brain weighs only about 3 pounds, but it's an energy hog, consuming an inordinate amount of glucose, oxygen, and blood flow as the brain takes it, leading to fatigue and exhaustion. In Willpower, which is a book I read, so I kind of know where it's going here, but the culprit is glucose, or lack of it. Glucose is a simple sugar, Mama Macho talks about, yeah, so I mean, that would be, I already know that from reading that book, but that'd be cheating, so. But yeah, I would just go through, but I already know what the 18-minute rule is for and why. And so cool, now I can jump to something else. So I can go back to the table of contents. Maybe I want to know, deliver a jaw-dropping moment, page 135. So I might be like, all right, I know I need to have one, but how do I do that? That's kind of where my brain is going with it right now. So I skimmed through. Secret number 5, deliver a jaw-dropping moment. In bold, it says why it works. Jaw-dropping moments create what neuroscientists call an emotionally charged event, a heightened state of emotion that makes it more likely your audience will remember your message and act on it. All right, looks like they have a explanation from like something Bill Gates did. I'm not gonna read that story. Unleash an emotionally charged event. When Gates unleashed his swarm of mosquitoes, like, okay, I guess that's referring to the story that they showed. Dope illustration of dopamine's influence on the brain. So this is just the beginning of this paragraph. In charge events system, because dopamine greatly aids memory and information processing. You could say that post-it notes read, remember this, getting the brain to put a chemical post-it note on a given experience. So I didn't even, this sentence really, it's a continuation from the last one. So it reads, charged event. So I don't know what the sentence before it said on the other page, but it says charged event, comma, the amygdala releases dopamine into the system. Because dopamine greatly aids memory and information processing, you could say that the post-it note reads, remember this. So I'm guessing if you do something that shocks them with like an emotionally charged event, dopamine gets released, so they're in a state where they're more likely to remember it because it aids in memory. So they're gonna remember me, they're gonna remember what I said if I can spike that dopamine. Remembering 9/11 and forgetting your keys. When you experience an emotionally charged event, shock, surprise, fear, sadness, joy, wonder, it impacts how vividly you remember that particular event. You can probably remember not only where you were on September 11th, when terrorists hijacked planes, but you can recall what you were doing and whom you were with, and the expressions on their face. Yep, okay. Then it goes, it said the University of Toronto psychology professor, blah, blah, blah. So I'm sure she has like an explanation, some more scientific stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and skip it though. The ickiest presentation, it's a headline. 2 minutes into the presentation, she said, if you ever seen a human brain, it's obviously the two hemispheres are completely separate. And I have brought you a real human brain. So this is a real human brain. With that, she turned to an assistant carrying a tray with the brain. Dr. Jill put gloves, picked up the brain, and let the brain stem, spinal cord flop over the tray. The vocal expressions of disgust were audible from the audience. This is the front of the brain, the back of the brain. Ooh, Dr. Jill said she actually held a brain. She explained how the sides of the brain are positioned, how they communicate. But if you look carefully at the facial expressions, you'll find something remarkable. People were leaning in, literally on the edge of their seats. Some people had their hands over their mouths, index fingers on their cheeks, and completely immersed in the presentation. And then she goes on to say, if more teachers gave icky presentations, emotionally charged ones, students would retain more of what they learned. Wow. So some scientist or doctor, I forgot who it was already, but the point was she did a presentation where she had the actual on there and people were like disgusted, but it was emotionally charged and they were into it. The undisputed king of wow. Looks like he's about to give another example. I think I've driven the point home, but I would read, skim through that. But I just got, again, in a few minutes, I got 2 good tips. So imagine if I did this for 30 minutes or an hour a day, that's it. I could finish this book in a day if I wanted to, and I wouldn't read it word from word, but I'd get all of the nuggets. Ask anyone that reads books. I used to do that word by word, literally, and it would take me like a week or so of a lot of time to read a book. If y'all notice, I don't like speed read. I don't know how to do that, like speed read. I want to know how to do that one day, but I don't. I just read smartly. But if you read every word of the book, you only leave with like a handful of nuggets anyway. And so I've learned how to just skip through and just only pull those nuggets out. And so in however long it's taken me to do this, we know what the 9 secrets are. They laid it out. And I have an understanding on most of them. I know that, I need to be emotional. I need to be novel. And what was the other one? I need to be emotional, novel, and memorable, right? And then I get a pretty good understanding on why the 18-minute rule works. And then I know the wow moments, and I know why it works. I know that when there's an emotionally charged event, dopamine goes into the brain, and then the amygdala, right? Amygdala gives off dopamine, and that aids in, and the dopamine helps in memory retention. And I even have a couple examples now. And then what I would do is after I read this, I would do my best to try and like do this somehow in some sort of way, because once I get a result, it helps me remember it. And after I get that result and I realize it works, I would try and teach it to someone. After you get a result and you teach it, it helps it stick. And so that's how I'm able to kick so much stuff to you guys, because I just get the nugget, take me a few minutes, and then you don't want to be teaching stuff that don't really get results, right? I hate people that just teach things that they've heard and don't really do it. So then I try to go out and do it, and then once I get the result, that reinforces it in my brain, and then I teach it. Hope that helped. I've had quite a few people ask me that. Hopefully I remember to like tell Juice to title this video something like that, so I can always link people to it if they have questions. But that is how I read. That's how I have so many books up there. I haven't read, there's, I would say easily more of the books I haven't read than I have read, but a lot of them I've gotten just 1 or 2 nuggets out of them. I put them down, haven't touched them, and I might go back to them in the future if I need it. Like, I don't have anything I'm doing now where I'm doing a lot of public speaking, but if there is a season where I am, I'll probably dive a little bit harder. But like, I got my nuggets for now and I'm Gucci. So hope that helps. Hope y'all got something out of that. If you did get something out of that, let your boy know. And if y'all want to see more stuff like that, can make it happen. But about to lay it down. Love y'all. Y'all are awesome. Juice got outro.
My bad, y'all, I'm tired. I just got done with Are You the One, and I finally did my spoiler review for The Fate of the Furious. What happened? I was waiting for Justice. I was trying to give him a chance to see the movie, so he's finally out actually right now watching the movie, so I figured I could knock it out. He told me when he gets home he'll record my videos, and then that way they can go up tomorrow, which doesn't matter to you as always because this was a week ago. But you're just like, why are you in your Ted onesie? Because it took me so long to do the video, so I figured I would do it in my Ted onesie because it's fun. Hi, Dax. It's hot in here though. I'm like, geez, kind of regretting that decision. Good thing my videos aren't super long. We left church today and Ray wasn't feeling very good. She had a fever. When I got home, it was like 103. She said like her body was hurting. So I gave her some Motrin, and I'm hoping when she wakes up in the morning, she's doing a little bit better. Thursdays are kind of rough because I'm on my own in the morning. So yeah, having a sick kid would definitely complicate my day quite a bit. But luckily, I have a lot of adults in the house that can help. So even though Crystal isn't gonna be here, it's not gonna be too much no matter what. And then it's also our new date day. So Dion and I are gonna meet up around 1 and then spend the rest of the day together. So it should be a good time. I enjoy his company. I'm a little stressed out too though, because Friday, like I was telling you guys, I have a bunch of movies to watch. I have to go help my niece and her friends get ready for her Sweet 16, her entrance Sweet 16 party. The S8 comes out. I gotta get a new phone. Like, Friday's gonna be a rough one. So what I'm about to do now is I'm gonna get on Fandango. Where's my phone? I'm gonna get on Fandango and I'm gonna see if any of the movies that I wanna see on Friday have a Thursday night showing, because that's what we did with Fate of the Furious last week. We saw it Thursday, like the first showing that we could, Thursday evening, and then I didn't have to go see anything on Friday. I just kind of had a free day. I kind of want to see that movie Born in China. Is that weird? I really want to see that movie. I've never gone and seen any of like the little, what do you call it? Like the documentary type movies. Like, I just think that that would be super cute. So I just want to. The one movie that I for sure have to see that's first on my priority list though is Unforgettable with Katherine Heigl and Rosario Dawson, because it's the most popular one that's coming out. There's commercials for it everywhere. So most people have heard of that movie. So I gotta make sure I'm doing what's relevant. See, and then there's this movie, The Promise. I watched the trailer for it. I feel like it could be entertaining. It just low-key looks kind of weird. So let's see. Born in China, Phoenix Forgotten, The Promise, Unforgettable, and there's another one. Something about some fire or something, like Free Fire or something like that, but I'm not seeing it, so that's weird. Maybe it's just not at that theater. Let's try this one. There it is, Free Fire. Dang it, I might have to go to a different movie theater to see that one, and I don't want to. Butt cheeks. All right, I'm gonna focus on this. I feel like D ranted, and I think he ranted for a while, so I'm not gonna extend this episode any longer than it needs to be. I'm gonna get my movie life figured out, and I will do better with my vlogging tomorrow. I left my camera here today so that Justice could pull off Pretty Little Liars and Famous in Love, and those videos are doing pretty good so far, so it was kind of worth it. And yeah, that's it. Until the morning.
Before I really get to talking about stuff, I ain't had nothing to do with that prank, okay? I filmed it. I had something to do with it. But it was funny. He ain't really even deserve it. He just had his friend being all in his feelings. Sorry, Fabian. I should have stopped it. Feel so bad, man. My bad, dude. If you watching this, went and saw Fate of the Furious. I'm about to edit wifey's spoiler review. You know, I've been kind of slacking on going to see the movie, so she's been waiting for me to do that. Finally saw that. I like the way they ended it. Felt like they kind of left it open with what's her face. I think this is a good way to end it. Perfect way to end it. But if they make another one, I don't see how we can complain. They've all been pretty fire. Gonna go start this review. Yeah, man. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Until next time. God first. God bless.
God first, God bless. Yeah.